Greetings, Professor Lara and classmates of Communications 105, Los Angeles Pacific University. My name is Jonathan Pierce. I am 36. I have a wife of 7 years as of this month, November the 12th. I have a 3-year-old daughter, and that concludes our entire family. I was born and raised in San Bernardino County. I've been here my whole life. My journey really started in the year 2000 when I graduated high school with a burning passion to work in the eye field. I always thought ophthalmology was my place to be. So in 2000, without access to the internet, because I was not born yet, I entered into a vocational school by the Yellow Pages. Yes, the Yellow Pages. I had to look through this thing and search for the category of schools that provided what I wanted to do. After finding that avenue, I went through 10 months of extensive training in a vocational school here in San Bernardino County. After graduation, the first internship that I applied for hired me, and I worked there for 4 years. I had found my passion. The dream began to live inside of me. A few years later, I decided I'm going to continue my education and get my associate's degree, and on and on and on. That was short-lived. 1 month after starting my junior college years, I decided this isn't for me. I'm going to stay a technician. Vocational college is all I need. 13 years would pass. 13 solid years would pass until I entered school once again. But in between this time, many things had happened. Many experiences, many lessons had happened to me. In 2011, I married my wife. I had known her since I was age 9. We had knew each other, our families knew each other, but we really didn't know each other until 2011 when she obviously swept me off my feet. The journey really began. I was beginning to find myself, still working in ophthalmology. A couple of businesses later, I found that this was my role, but I wasn't happy. I knew there was a better me out there. There was a better version of who I was. So in 2015, I decided I'm going to go back to school, but in the fall, of course. I'm not going to do it at the beginning of the year because that's a New Year's resolution and it might be broken very soon. However, in January 30th of 2015, my wife was pregnant with our first child. I was elated. But something inside me said, how am I going to provide for her now that I really want to go back to school? In midterm between my daughter's birth and me returning to school, I went on a medical mission trip to the Philippines. This is where the story begins. I returned from the Philippines on a medical mission and came back with a burning desire that I had settled for almost 13 years. I had settled for what I thought was the best part. I had settled because I didn't think I was good enough. So I went back to school. I enrolled, went back to get my associates, got back in the collegiate fight for academics and prestige. But it was only 2 weeks later that I would be diagnosed with a high-grade sarcoma in my left shoulder. I'm left-handed. Now my skills of being a doctor, my skills of writing, my skills of education were seemingly starting to crumble. My daughter was scheduled to be born 3 days after I was diagnosed. They wanted to do surgery. So a week after my daughter's birth, I decided to commit to surgery knowing I may lose my left arm. See, now today, I still have my left arm. I never quit school. I never said, I can't do this. I never said this is impossible. 2 years later, I decided I'm going to continue my journey and get my bachelor's degree in health science. Today, I am enrolled in my first year and finishing my first year of my bachelor's of health science at Azusa Pacific. I challenge each and every one of you, don't stop, don't say you can't, and let this class, public speaking, bring out the better version of you. God bless. I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you.